Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today we're taking a look at Lattafa Raed Silver. So Raed Silver is from the House of Lattafa. It's an eau de parfum concentration, and you can pick this beauty up for about $21 at various discounters. Links will be down in the description if you decide you want to check this one out. Also have some coupon codes. Save yourself $5 off a couple different discounters if you decide you want to shop with them. Presentation on this for a $21 fragrance. Very, very nice. Nice thick cardboard box, has this kind of black siding to it in this glossy finish, and this kind of textured pattern to it on the front, along with the emblem in kind of a, it is a plastic, but it is kind of a nice little added touch, and it does have this nice kind of texture to it. So overall, box presentation on this, quite nice. Opens up like a so to reveal our fragrance sitting in this nice little podium there. So overall, box presentation, very nice for a $20 fragrance. Bottle presentation, pretty straightforward. Nice thick glass bottle to this, nice thick base to this. It has this interesting little cap with this kind of little ribbon frilly thing on the top. I'm not sure what that's all about, but nice little added touch. Cheap plastic cap on this. It is a little bit lightweight, but it's got enough thickness to it. It's not gonna break in your hand if you crush it, even if you are powerful like me. And the atomizer on this bad boy, very nice. Nice distribution on this. It will get the job done. So overall, great presentation. So if you were wondering what Lattafa's Raed Silver smells like, you've come to the right place, because I'm about to tell you. But first, a fun fact. According to my super detective skills, the word Raed translates to mean something along the lines of a leader or a pioneer. So there you go. There's your little fun fact from your boy Post Cologne. Linguistic translations, fragrance reviews, tight white t-shirts. Hit that like and subscribe. Some of the notes listed in Lattafa's Raed Silver are mandarin oranges, citrus, saffron, cinnamon, clove, amber, oud, leathery notes, ambergris, vanilla, and musk. So let me tell you what I get from this fragrance. In that opening, you definitely get those citruses and that mandarin orange. Very bright, refreshing style of opening to this. Has a little bit of sweetness coming from that mandarin orange, has those warm spices that work its way through. You get that cinnamon, little kiss of that clove, and this nice kind of warm, creamy, sweet style of vanilla from that base. Really nice kind of contrast and balance between all those scent accords. Has that brightness, has that freshness, but it also has this nice warmth to it, this seductive, alluring style of warm, spicy sweetness. And the vanilla in this is just absolutely a perfect level of sweetness. Not an overly sickly style of sweet to this, just the right level to balance off with those citruses as well as those spicy accords. Really nice opening to this. As this opens up a little bit more, you get some of that saffron coming forward, along with that little bit of that amber, so it adds more of a texture than anything. Gives it this kind of dryness, this fuzziness that comes through with that saffron note that works its way through. And in the dry down, you get a little kiss of this leathery note, but it's more kind of a dry, woody accord that works its way through. So the texture from that saffron, that amber, kind of mixes with that leathery note, giving it just that little kiss of that leather, but more kind of a dry, woody style of texture. It does sit in the background behind that sweetness and those spices. The citruses from the opening do kind of take a back seat a little bit more, and the vanilla musky spice takes more of the front stage with this one, and just has that base of that nice, dry, woody kiss of leather accord that's in there. It does list oud in this. I don't pick up on the oud at all if it is in there. It's more kind of a woody oud that works its way through, but this doesn't come across as an oud style of fragrance, not even a little hint of it, giving it kind of that Middle Eastern vibe that you pick up with that, even with some subtle oud. So not sure if that's just a mistake or if I'm just not picking up on the oud, but if you're afraid of oud, don't be afraid of this one because you're not picking it up. Very sexy, rich, warm, but refreshing style of fragrance. Has a bit an allure to it, this flirty side to it. Really enjoyable scent accord on this. Definitely a unisex fragrance. I think that this one kind of sits in the middle, but it tilts a little bit on the masculine side. More of that texture that comes through gives it a little bit more of that masculine feel. But I definitely think the ladies are going to enjoy this with those spices, that warm, creamy style of vanilla. I think the ladies will enjoy this just as much as the gentlemen, but I do think it does tilt slightly to the masculine side of the unisex. Really nice scent accords on this, a nice balance, well blended, and for 20 bucks, very, very nice. So when it comes to the performance of Lattafa's Raed Silver, I get great performance off this one. 8 hours off my skin, no problem. If I get some on my clothing, this is definitely into the next day, have to wash the shirt style of longevity off this. Projection is pretty good. This does push off fairly well. You'll get a nice scent bubble, a nice scent trail for the first couple hours you're wearing this one before it does settle back in. So overall, performance on this for a $20 fragrance, really good. Now, when it comes to the where and when I think Lattafa's Ra'ed Silver would be most appropriate, I definitely think this is actually a year-round style of fragrance. Even though it has that warm spiciness and that sweetness to it, it still has that kind of fresh vibe going on to it, that little bit of that energetic citrus accord there that I wear this in the summer, no problem. I think on really super hot days, the sweetness on this might be a little bit too heavy, but you can kind of push the limits on this. I've worn this on like 25, 30 degree days, and it's not overbearing for me personally, so I think you can still wear this in the high heat. Definitely a cool weather fragrance. You can wear this in the fall and the winter. It has that sweetness, that warm spice that works its way through, that it is very appropriate for the winter and the fall time as well. So overall, I think, like I said, I think this is a year-round fragrance. You might push it a little far on like very, very hot days, but I still think you can wear this in the summer. It still has that freshness like I mentioned. In terms of occasions, definitely think this is a casual style fragrance, but it also has that kind of sexy allure, that sweetness, spiciness that works its way through, as well as that freshness. I think this would be a great date night fragrance as well. Whether you're male, female, going on a date with a male or female, I think this just has that right level of sensuality to it that it would be perfect for a date night. So overall, I think this is a pretty versatile fragrance when it comes to seasons and a great casual or date night fragrance. So my overall thoughts on Lattafa's Ra'ed Silver is this is an awesome fragrance. For 20 bucks, this is just an absolute steal of a deal in my opinion. Very versatile across seasons. Like I said, I find it even for me hard to believe that I can wear this in the summer because it has that sweetness and that spiciness that's there, but it's just that added citruses and those mandarin oranges that give it that freshness, that uplifting style of nature that just balances this off so nice that you can wear this on a summer day just as easily as you could in the fall or the winter. So I really enjoy that aspect of it, the versatility of this, and I think the scent accords are just so well blended with those citruses, spices, sweet accords, and that little kiss of texture and dryness with that leathery, woody style of base that sits in behind. Beautiful style of fragrance. Like I said, has that Cedrat Boisé sort of feel to it. I've heard other people say this like a Cedrat Boisé mixed with like a Club de Nuit Intense Man. I'm not too sure about the last part of that one. It does have a little bit of that dry sort of smokiness to it, so maybe that's what they're referring to, but I wouldn't say this is a direct clone of anything. I think this is kind of a mashup of a couple different fragrances, but overall, I really enjoy this one. And like I said, for $20, performance, versatility, and scent accord, absolute steal of a deal. Definitely worth checking out. That's Lattafa's Ra'ed Silver. And I want to hear from you guys. What's one Lattafa fragrance I haven't covered yet that you'd like to hear more about? Comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I love getting your different recommendations, hidden gems, taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.